Good morning, this is Sarah, your healthy carnivore in the UK on day 88. Apologies to those people that watched to the end of my video yesterday, and I did say yesterday was day 88 right at the end, and because I was tired after work, I couldn't be bothered to edit it out. So for some of you, I'm losing the plot, but that's okay, right? But it is day 88 today. Amazing. Happy. And I know I keep saying this and I'm repeating myself now, but I do feel stronger every single day. And the more I'm investing in this, the less likely things are going to go wrong for me now. I would like to say, if you notice that my channel suddenly drops off and there is no videos for a week, I'm saying right now, you can assume something really catastrophic has happened in my life, okay? I haven't just gone, somebody's offered me a cake and I've said, oh, go on then, I'll have that. No, it would have had to have been something catastrophic. You may notice I'm a little bit nasally. I'm having some kind of coldy detox thing going on in my body right now. Don't know what it is, but it just goes to show that even carnivores can get a little bit sick sometimes. But I'm not expecting it to be a 3-week ordeal because I don't eat sugar anymore and I will never eat it again. I'd like to call out a comment. Let's read a comment. If I haven't, I'm only reading one comment out every couple of days now. I'm going to start reading comments out regularly. I love all feedback, negative, positive. Send me some hate. I don't mind. I've pretty thick skin now, and I've got such a good family. It's not a community; it's a family. And if someone wants to drop hate, if you feel the need to do that in your life, if your life isn't working out for you that you need to do that, I don't mind. Just send me some. Luckily, I'm getting support. Now, originally, I didn't want to set this channel up until I'd lost all the weight. And then the war on meat got so intense and annoyed me so much. If you don't know what the war on meat is, you must do. You must do. Even complete normal people walking around on the average street will know that there are messages out there to try and get us to eat more plants and eat less meat. You must have noticed that somehow in your life. And it really got to me. And I thought, I can't keep waiting to set up my channel. I can't keep waiting until I'm that perfect size 0 until I do my channel. I have to do it now. And that's why I started it last year. But what I didn't realize is that before the age of 50, I was going to be an inspiration to people. I thought this was going to be later. Maybe at 56 I was an inspiration, or at 62 or something. But something went off in my head in July and I'm now the permanent carnivore. And so now I get to inspire people before the age of 50. Check out this comment. Great video. I have had many day ones since first trying to start the carnivore way of eating earlier this year. Now I'm just binging your content to try and keep myself motivated and accountable. Thanks for consistently putting out these videos to help those of us who aren't perfect. This is my dream for this channel. This is the dream. I've always felt, for years I've felt this, that one day I would be that successful carnivore. And I had to toy between, do I tell people that I had a bumpy, scenic journey before or not? And the answer was yes, because there are myths out there that if you find carnivore and it's your first, you're never going to go back, you're never going to stop. Once you found carnivore, you are fixed, you are committed, you are done, you will never go back. And that isn't true. And I think it isn't true for, I'm going to be bold and say this isn't true for 90 to 95% of people that find the carnivore diet. I think there's a lot of people that find it and realize it's great and wish they could do it, but they might be having a difficult time in their life, or they're having a social life, or for whatever reason that's going on in their life. Maybe they're scared to commit, maybe the thought of doing it forever is terrifying. For whatever reason, they haven't stuck to it for a decent length of time yet. And I'm hoping that those people can find this channel This is one of the reasons I called it imperfect. There was lots of reasons for calling it imperfect. And one was to call in those people that, you know, find the super, super strict, ultra successful channels just intimidating. This channel is never going to be intimidating. This will always be down to earth. It will always be silly. It will always be ridiculous. I'm hoping to somehow make people laugh somehow and say, do you know what? It's okay. We're working on this together. We're fixing our shit together. But at some point, I did need to get real. I did need to get real. I can't keep being that scenic one. So the 5-year-old gremlin that sits in my head going, ooh, look at that over there. That looks delicious. That's gone. That part of my personality is now gone. I'm now tapping permanently into my adult side of my personality. I'm going to be silly. I'm going to wear silly glasses. I'm going to wear silly hats. But when it comes to my food choices and my drink choices, the adult Sarah is in charge. As you know, this week I've had the tip of a couple of little skin tags fall off. I was having a look at this skin tag in the mirror this morning under a light, and I noticed there's a bit of a dark shadow on it. Is that one going to give up next? Hallelujah, but we just keep going. Keep going. Day 88. Saturday will be day 90 of my strongest ever session on Carnivore. I'm smashing PBs on a daily basis now. I feel like I'm smashing every day I wake up, and I have smashed my previous PB. And once I get to like 5 3/4, 6 months time, then I literally will be smashing my personal best every day just by getting up in the morning, right? Normally people set personal bests for running a marathon or running an ultra marathon or doing a 5K or doing something else. Do you know what? By being carnivore and counting our days, we just get to just smash our PB just by breathing. I'm breathing today. I ate meat just yesterday. I'm now winning. I do recommend counting the days. Don't worry too much about how many you can get to. Just start counting them. Find a why that makes you cry. Get to 30 days. I am going to do another why video soon and list in order of importance my whys of how I've got here and how I've managed to stay and what flipped me over the edge. Update on Kerry from Homestead How. I've been watching back some of his live chats that he does with his wife, Jen. They're such a sweet couple, really. I know he's very, but I love them to bits. I love them, and she's very down to earth and sweet, and non-intimidating and just lovely. And when I was still being scenic, I couldn't watch an excessive amount of his content because I just found it intimidating. I just felt left behind. Now that I'm virtually at day 90, and he was very excited to be at day 90, I feel like it's okay now to watch those videos. I can watch those videos and not be feeling like I've left behind, feeling like I'm a failure, feeling like I'm just not worthy of saying I'm a carnivore, because I'm just letting that side of me down so much. I just don't think I'm worthy of being able to say it. And now I do feel like I'm worthy. I do feel like now that I'm nearly at 90 days, I can say I am a carnivore. I'm having some healing doing. I'm going to do a video on my skin, which still isn't itchy. That's coming up on the 20th. I don't know what date the 20th is, but that will be a video about how I've previously had a lot of skin itching in the late summer, and now I don't. I'm going to do a video on the fact that my plantar fasciitis doesn't hurt anymore. I can get out of bed and put my heel straight on the floor. Now, for those of you that have suffered plantar fasciitis in your feet, you will know that getting up in the morning is agony. Even just sitting down in a chair for 5 minutes and then getting up again and moving off is agony until your feet warm up again and get going. If you've ever suffered from that, you'll relate to that. That is gone. And I'm standing up on my feet just as much as I was back in the summer when this happened for me. I'll do more videos on my psoriasis, my gastritis, my mood, my skin tags. More videos are coming. And because I'm being now that successful carnivore, the content is just going to create itself, right? It's just gonna create itself. Oh, I was just saying. I do apologise. I was talking about Kerry at home, said how. Sorry. We all wander off though. We all get excited and go off on tangents when things are going right. I was watching one of his lives. He was sitting with Jen in his Montello, is it Montello theatre 2 days ago. You don't have to watch the whole video back because it's quite long, but he chats about Jeff to Prosperous. He talks about Dr. Kiltz. But then, and I was just had it on in the background while I was doing other things, just listening to them chatting. It's just lovely just listening to them chatting. And he suddenly mentioned the meetup in the UK again. And I'm thinking, that's good. It's still on his radar. He's still trying to figure out how he's going to raise the funds to get over to the UK. If anyone's got a spare 10,000, can you just chuck it at Kerry and then we can have our meetup and have him turn up, you know? It is a lot of money to fly between here and there. When he said he was having his meetup at his theatre, I wasn't seriously thinking of going. I just looked up how much the flight would be, and it was £1,000 just for me. And that doesn't include taking the lovely Emma with him, and then taking all his crew with him, and then his camera equipment. And yeah, we're looking at somewhere between 5 and 10 grand, aren't we, for him to do that trip? So if anyone's got that spare in your back pocket, chuck it at Kerry. Then he can come over, and then we can all have a huge meet up with him as the star guest, and it's just, ooh, lovely. For those of you that are wondering why I don't have big billowing hair, I've had hair trouble. So my hair is now laying fallow for the winter. It is now in repair mode. This is how it's going to look every single day until next March, April, May time. Hoping that I then have a body to match the lovely hair that's going to come. Everything I'm doing right now, everything we do right now leads to health or harm. Every decision we make today is leading to your health in 5 months, 10 months, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years time. Always have the finger on the long-term goal. Is what I'm putting in my mouth, is what I'm doing to my hair, is what I'm doing with anything to do with my body leading me to a future version of myself that's better than it is now? That's what I'm thinking. So even though in the morning it really cuts me up that I don't have hair that I love and I have to just tie it back and abandon it, I know that all the decisions I make right now regarding my hair, my body, my food, things I'm drinking, things I'm consuming, getting enough sun, getting enough sleep, all of that is leading to a place next year or the year after where I am the healthiest I've ever been and have the best hair I've ever had and the best physical health, metabolic health. I want that last metabolic marker. I want it. I've got 4 of the metabolic health markers, but not the waist measurement, and that's one I want. So that's what I'm gonna go and get. So yeah, it's day 88, 2 days. I'm gonna have to find some props for this 100-day video that's, 90-day on Saturday, but I need to find props for the 100-day video, right? That's gonna be a big thing. Every day I'm more excited, and I'm so invested now. Like I said in a previous video, if I stopped now, it means that all the effort that I put in when I went on my family holiday, all the effort I put in on a daily basis to change, it means changing my job was for nothing. Do you know what I mean? I've had to make some changes in my life. I've had to cross some T's and dot some I's to get this journey going right. If I stopped tomorrow, I'm basically saying that when I went on that family holiday, I may as well have just had the fish and chips and the Cornish pasties and the wine and the ice creams. I may as well have had those things because now I'm done off. Because it won't be one meal off for me. It won't be one little square of chocolate off. It will be months off. Months. A complete metabolic health reversal. Some people can just have one little thing, but most of us can't. Abstinence is, if we could have one little thing and stop, we wouldn't be in this mess in the first place, would we? So there. Did I actually finish what I was saying about how if my channel stopped? I don't think I did. Let's finish that sentence that I started about 6 minutes ago. If my channel suddenly stops, it will be because of something catastrophic. Okay, so if you get a whole week with no videos from me, you can assume that something really, really, really bad has happened. Like my son has had some catastrophic car crash and we're by his bedside seeing if he's going to live or not. It would have to be that dramatic now. It would have to be that serious. So there's never going to be any flippant, oh, sorry guys, I ate something. It's not going to happen. It would have to be something really, really, my watch has stopped and I have no idea what the time is. I'm going to need a new watch. There's no point wearing this one today. Let's put my other one back on. You didn't need to know about my watch. Yeah, I think that all makes sense. So Kerry is still, he's still on his radar that he needs to come to the UK. Just got to find out how we're going to get him here. I've got a Halloween panel interview live event next week. Thank you so much for that lovely comment I got. I think things are going very, very well. I'm also being interviewed by Christy at Meeting Wellness at the end of half term. She wants to interview, and it's going to be a very different vibe to that video, because the last time she interviewed me, it was very much about, you know, my imperfect journey and how it was okay, and I wasn't going to beat myself up over it, and I've still had some health benefits, blah, blah, blah. This time's going to be different, because now we're going to be talking about the switch that went off in my head that said, you're done. We're done with that. That's not happening anymore. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the strength. And also, I'm now thinking I'm definitely going to be slim. How long that takes, we will find out. But it's happening because I'm now making it happen. Yeah. Investment of time. Investment of time. And it not being worth it. The longer you're in something, that's what I would say to myself. If ever someone presented me with something and I was seriously considering eating it, I would say this to myself. Sarah, you had a very expensive holiday with your family and you didn't eat any of the delicious stuff, you know, the stuff they were eating. You were tired, you were fat adapting, and it was a hard week for you, and you were okay. But that's all for nothing. All for nothing. You quit your job to improve your health. You left a load of people that you've got on really well with to do a harder physical job for nothing. Everything, you know, all that effort I put into doing this and doing that and thinking about this and changing that and dotting that I and crossing that T was for nothing. No. No. I was hoping to get to 20 minutes, but I think I'm done. I think I've said everything I wanted to say this morning. Tomorrow will be day 89. I don't know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Probably another amazing viewer comment. But can you believe that? Can you believe that? Somebody is binging my content to try and keep them motivated. This is what I've dreamt about, but I didn't really know when it was going to happen. I had a feeling I was going to get a comment like that at some point in my life before I'm 100, but I didn't know when. And now I've got people binging my comments, binging my videos to keep them motivated and accountable. But you guys are helping me stay motivated and accountable, because I really, really, truly believe I would not have got to day 88 without you guys cheering me on. Every morning I'm coming on here doing these videos, and that sets me up for the day. I get to work early so I can do a video while I've still got the energy to do it. And then that revs me up. So if I walk into my my setting right now and there was a huge, massive cake there, I'd be like, what's that crap doing there? What is that? That's not food. It would annoy me. because I did used to love those things, and if I tasted it now, it would still taste delicious, but it would really annoy me that it was there. But because I've just spoken to you guys and I'm all like, yes, let's go. There's no way I'm going to eat it. No way I'm throwing all this away now. Never. I think my family are starting to believe it, actually. I think my family are starting to believe it. It's going to be a slow process for them, but they are starting to think, maybe she's going to do it this time. I was going to do something else, actually, but I've done my 20 minutes, so I'm going to save it till tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about a t-shirt that I saw on somebody that said, I run so I can eat cake. No, big no from me. I'll talk about that tomorrow, amongst other things. You have an amazing day. We are having full sun today and it's mild, so I'm gonna get rid of this little thing I've got, and I'm gonna thrive today, and I hope you do too. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 89. Bye.